Hey, welcome to this week's episode of Hitman Canada's Brotherhood of the Hunt.
On this week's episode, we're going to head up to do our favorite thing in the world. We're going on our annual Northern Ontario moose hunt.
For the first week, Steve is joined by our good friend Randy Kitts. Randy's going to attempt to shoot a moose with his recurve bow.
This is an action-packed show. You won't want to miss a single minute, I promise you.
Now let's join Randy on his hunt.
Alright, got the tetrapod all lined up and loaded up. There's my gears in there. 15-hour drive left to get up to Nipigon and then fly in. So I'm gonna meet Randy Black Eagle up there with me and gonna hunt with him for a week with a recurve, and then Jack, my lovely wife, is coming up after that, and we're gonna try to stick another one with the compound. So what do you think? It'll work? Alright, hugs. Okay. Be good. How come you're wearing my shoes?
Well, that was an exciting first day.
Yeah, it was, but wait till you see day number 2.
Brotherhood of the Hunt is brought to you by the following sponsors: Triggers and Bows, Sport Chief, Alton Safe Outdoors, Novacraft Canoe, PSC Archery, and all of these fine sponsors.
This portion of Hitman Canada is brought to you by Triggers and Bows. Triggers and Bows is a family-owned business in Brantford, Ontario. Visit Triggers and Bows for all your gun, archery, and accessory needs. Also visit them online at triggersandbows.com.
Hear him over there? This bull comes in. We waited all night. We're like, man, we haven't bet anything. We're not going to see a bull. He stops broadside at 25 yards. And he whirls around and he takes off. And Steve starts calling. He stops at, I think 37 is what he said. I thought, oh, I've been practicing, 35, 30's a lot. And the other night I was shooting 35. I thought, oh, I can whack him. 37, I freaking pinwheeled him. And Steve's like, he's dead. Shooting the struggle stick. Prototype arrows, 37 yards. Dead bull.
With a stick.
With the struggle stick.
First night in this lake.
First night here. And it's over. I got lighted knocks. The lake's all lit up out there. looks like Christmas.
Well, what do you think, Randy?
Well, the track job wasn't far. He probably went 75, maybe 100 yards. Can't wait to get the skin off. I think I shot all the way through him at 37 with the struggle stick. Like I said, he didn't go very far. Boy, his right palm was beautiful. Really good. Left one through here is a little weak, but I'll tell you, for really my first archery, well, it is my first archery moose hunt, and for the second time ever using the struggle stick, I'm really pleased. Struggle stick 1, moose 0.
Well, I made it finally. Steve's already been in camp now for a week.
Yeah, out with Randy Kitch from Black Eagle Arrows. He got a nice bull at the north end of the lake there, and got over the recurve, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We're just going to head down to a lake here. It's nobody wants us to go down there. The pilot doesn't want us to go down there. It's a little lake just south of us here. I'm a little nervous because the pilot can't get in till Wednesday. It's Sunday, so we'll start hunting Monday.
So if we happen to shoot a moose, we're in trouble heat-wise.
Yeah, with the heat and the flies.
Meat, so.
Yeah, so they killed 2 bulls here already. One across the bay here, which we can see. They actually could see the camp when they were videoing it. And then one right here in the bay. So, yeah. And then one at the north end. So it's just a...
So maybe we should just stay at camp.
Yeah. That's what the pilot wants.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Don, the pilot, wants us to stay in camp. It's easier that way.
No way.
Yeah, well, that's what we're up here for. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited to be up because it's always so tough to get away. And
yeah, and it's so quiet here and serene, and
yeah,
we're debating whether to even do anything tonight. Just sit around and
just
look at the lake.
Relax.
So.
All right, well, let's have at it. Go for a walk and see what we can find.
Okay, sounds good. Straight south of us, there's a whole string of lakes over here. There's a big drainage to the left, and there's a couple of nice lakes to the right of us too, to the west of us. So
remember that sandy beach that's over there?
Yeah, I like that. And I'd like to anything south, southwest, southwest. We can hunt down here.
Let's go for a quick ride.
Yeah. This episode brought to you by Sports Chief, the ultimate in outdoor apparel. Closed captioning brought to you by Tetrapod, the only enclosed trailer that flips into a boat.
Wow, those were some crazy vocals. Maybe not the best footage, eh, Steve?
Yeah, I'm not the best cameraman sometimes. Anyways, what that was a cow bellow, and what she's doing is warning other moose in the area that something wasn't right. She must have caught her wind or something, and just letting all the other moose know in the area that something's not quite right.
But could you imagine hearing that in the bush?
Yeah, if you don't know what it is, it can be pretty darn scary.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it doesn't end there. The next morning, we're right back at it and right back into more moose, so check it out.
Pretty quiet this morning.
Yeah, it's been really a good week for calling, but it's a little bit tough because we're going in with motorboats, and you know, that's not always the stealthiest way, but that's the only way. So it's a double-edged sword. It's quiet, so you can call along the way, but it's noisy getting in. So I'm gonna give her heck today, and we're gonna go just a couple miles, not even a mile down the lake here, and sneak into a bay that is really nice looking. So we're gonna get in there and do some calling this morning, and we can call a long way. So see what happens. And didn't recognize the smell, I guess. So fly in, and these moose have never seen people before. Cool. Love vocalizations, though.
Guys, that was my first morning's hunt so far. That was amazing. We had that cow and calf come out. We weren't quite sure what was going to come out. We did hear something in the bush as soon as we got here, but we did hear the cow make a few grunt calls like a cow, but we were hoping she was with a bull, and she came out with a calf, so we're going to shoot a cow with a calf because we want that population to be here, and that calf looked pretty young, so we wanted to make sure that it had some support through the winter time to grow up. So what a beautiful scene to watch them walk right by us. They weren't even afraid, so they were curious but not afraid. We just heard them go and climb up the side over there just because they were unsure. So we'll just sit here
This segment of Brotherhood of the Hunt is brought to you by Portable Winch, Trail Runners Labradors, Enforcer, and all of these fine sponsors.
This portion of Hitman Canada is brought to you by Triggers and Bows. Triggers and Bows is a family-owned business in Brantford, Ontario. Visit Triggers and Bows for all your gun, archery, and accessory needs. Also visit them online at triggersandbows.com.
Okay, we're out for our afternoon hunt. This morning we had quite a surprise. We had a cow and a calf come out, and they came in pretty close to us this morning. It was a pretty neat experience. We're going back this afternoon to a spot where we have to canoe. We went and checked the canoe out yesterday to make sure that it was still good because we haven't used it for a couple of years. So we're going to head back in there. The wind is right for us to get back in, and we've been back there and been lucky once before, a few years ago, so we're going to head in and see what we can do.
It'll be an easy paddle home. Not an easy one there. We'll just keep to this shore. Hopefully keep out of the lee keep into the lee as much as we can. Kind of reminiscent of the last time we were in this lake.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll just go right down to the very end. There's a sand beach, and we'll just cruise all the way around to that sand beach and just sit there. We'll be able to see the whole lake basically from there. So I got a cow, maybe two cows, a cow and a calf, or two cows out across the lake here. And we're gonna call in this spot, but the wind's supposed to be going southwest, and it seems to be swirling in here, and it keeps blowing our scent back in here. So I don't like it. I think we're gonna paddle around the lake a little bit. We could be starting to get close to those cows, but I just don't like. I can feel the wind right straight in my face right now. So. I think we'll just sit in here tonight. Well, it's just such a bugger. It's supposed to lay right down, I hope, tonight.
There's a cow calling.
Well, you're going to have to join us next week for the rest of the episode. We've run out of time.
I hate when TV shows do that.
I know you do, but we have so much more footage to share with you.
Yeah, we do. It was a great week. Hey, if you want to watch this episode or any of our other episodes, you can check us out on YouTube at Brotherhood of the Hunt. We're now on Carbon TV, so you can check us out there. You can check us out on our website. So yeah, you can watch this episode and any of our other episodes.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook.
Yep, for sure. Hey, be safe, enjoy the outdoors, and remember, we're all Canadian all the time.
Have you ever dreamt about being part of a real Canadian hunting show? This is your opportunity to be part of the Brotherhood of the Hunt. Give Steve and Jacquie a shout at info@brotherhoodofthehunt.com.